So at the Royal Society we have a number of ways we're rewarding and recognising peer reviewers. Firstly, the Proceedings B journal, which is our largest journal, has integrated with a Publon service to recognise peer review. And secondly, we have two of our journals that offer optional open peer review for peer reviewers. Where we see peer review moving in the next 10 years, I think it will be towards greater openness, using greater use of preprint servers, preprint journals, optional post-publication peer review. And in terms of our tips for ensuring the best peer reviews, make sure you're actually addressing the science of a paper, ensure you're reviewing the paper. It sounds trite, but I think that's important to refresh people's memory and ensure for a quick turnaround of the peer review.
In Elsevier, we are providing reviewers peer review profiles, which lists all their peer review activities in the past 5 years and also provide them some options to make them more openly available to their community. And now I would like to tell you, in 10 years from now, I see peer review will be more transparent and more open to the community.
Our members are journal editorial office staff, and one of our primary objectives is to help peer reviewers to do their job well, that is to say providing rigorous, fair and timely feedback to authors. We believe that giving appropriate recognition to reviewers is important, whether that be through public acknowledgement in the journal, providing certificates to reviewers, or giving something more tangible such as a book token. In the future I can see peer review becoming a much more formalised research activity, formally recognised by institutions and funders.
Hi everyone, Andrew Preston here, co-founder of Publons, the world's largest peer review platform. We partner with top publishers from around the world to ensure that expert reviewers and editors get the recognition that they deserve. We've got lots of exciting things going on this peer review week, so be sure to check out publons.com to see how you can get involved.
One tip for peer review would be to think maybe positively about a paper when it comes in, such that you think about reasons to actually publish the paper. We realize science is inherently critical, and during this process you will of course have criticisms about the paper, but this positive spin can actually shed the findings in a whole different light. And together we really value the reviewer input and the feedback that we receive that helps to encapsulate often a broad idea into something fundamentally interesting across the biomedical sciences.
Hi, I'm Kelly Kobe, and I'm based at the Ottawa Hospital Research Institute Centre for Journalology. Our centre wishes you a happy International Peer Review Week. One of the current focuses of our group is to develop core competencies for peer reviewers. Obviously, peer review is integral to the publishing process, but the fact is that most of us learn how to do peer review on the job or through training programs that may not be evidence-based. Our group hopes to remedy this by creating core competencies from an evidence base and providing global training to researchers to do peer review to ensure that it's high quality, rigorous, and transparent.
I'm Michaela Took, I'm editorial director at F1000 Research. We operate a very different publishing model. We do post-publication peer review. This gives us an opportunity to give credit to the referees in very different ways. For a start, our peer review is entirely transparent. We publish the referees' names and their affiliation together with their full report alongside the paper. This means that the referee's contribution to the article is completely obvious and transparent.
And so I would say really my top tip for refereeing a review is to think about the story, how the author's told you a story that is scientifically complete. Is it accurate? Is it going to give you something, a little bit of a hint about what's coming next? And might there be a sequel to this story? And is it a story that you would recommend to others to read?
The future of peer review is in better peer review. Peer review is the bedrock of scientific and scholarly publishing, and we all have an interest in making peer review the best it can be. And that means providing training and resources to new reviewers. It means advocating the recognition of reviewer contributions. It means being prepared to innovate and experiment with new approaches to peer review. It means evolving peer review to better meet the requirements of researchers and of editors.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Boughton. I work in Biomed Central's Research Integrity Group, and I'm also one of the editors-in-chief of Research Integrity and Peer Review. At Biomed Central, we're really proud of our open peer review, and we've published 40,000 open peer review reports in the past year. Open peer review is really important for transparency. It's a useful educational tool, and it's also a way of giving reviewers credit for the important work that they do. In addition to open peer review, we're also looking at other ways to recognise peer reviewers, such as our pilot with Publons.